Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in a description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless. I'm excited about the bird reading, okay? We're gonna see what blessings will be revealed, any good karma, positive surprises, and all of the things. We're doing this on a whim. It's been chaos, y'all. I don't know exactly when this video is going to be posted. I'm not going to hold it as long as I did the last bird reading. I know that much, but I'm restructuring the calendar just because I had some things. I was out of town. It's been chaos. A variety of ways of chaos, okay? I have a message for those of you selecting your piles, okay? In me doing this reading on a whim, okay? Because there's about a handful of you that anticipate this series, because it's not that, I don't do it that often. Make sure you're choosing your right piles. And I say that not because I don't think you've been doing that, but something about this specific reading today, okay? With this energy today, right? I know a lot of you are like, yep, boom, I'm going for the peacock, which here you are, here you go. There is a peacock message here for everyone. But I strongly encourage you to pick the pile that actually is calling you when it calls you. You may all eventually be the peacock. You may be the peacock today. It's just, if you're called to multiple piles, do that, okay? I'm not going to let this be one of those readings that I rush, because I've been rushing a lot of the love readings just so I can put them out at a higher frequency. These ones we take our time with, so your messages will be in your pile that actively calls you, okay? I promise. And those of you that are new, we take our time with these readings because I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there is a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, our question here is, what's blessings, good things, positive things? The reason why I incorporate the shadow is because sometimes to get to the light, you have to go through the dark. And I know that scares people, but the reality is, when we're asking questions like what blessings will be revealed, like how do you get to your blessings? Because all of you, I do this for the people that can't or are afraid to or just hesitant to book personal readings. You want to know, how do I get to my blessings? What blessings are coming in? Well, first, sometimes we have to see what's in the way of that. Like, what's in the way of that? Whether it's external factors, internal limitations, we have to peel through those things. And that's what we do here at this place, in this space. Okay. I almost said, look at you. Some of y'all are going to laugh. I definitely almost said it. And you will hear that often here, okay? It is a spooky woo-woo day. For those of you that like to listen to me talk, you will hear lightning, you will hear thundering. It literally started to rain when I sat for the reading. So it's a spooky woo-woo day in the middle of summer, okay? And we're gonna power through it. Even my little candle went out. I have a fan on. We'll put it back. I think honestly, it was left there intentionally. Unconsciously so whoever needed to see that candle, good for you. It's a very positive energy. We have the skunk spirit here, which says know your worth, as well as the peacock spirit, which says let it shine. So know your worth, let it shine. For those of you that came here specifically for that peacock pile, if you find yourself selecting a different one after sitting with it, that's fine. The peacock can still lead you to your right pile. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean don't go there. It just means take your time with this, okay? All right. So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me verbally describing each pile, I don't know why I said it like that. The time is now. Pile number 1 is my little hummingbird. It is larger on the thumbnail. This is important. It's larger on the thumbnail than it is in real life. It is a bee humming bird, okay? So it's teeny like an insect in real life, just so you know if that's symbolic in any way for you. Pile number 2 is the swan, very graceful. Pile number 3 is obviously our peacock, okay? And then pile number 4 is the parrot, specifically the African gray parrot, okay? I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my bee hummingbird. Let's see what blessings will be revealed, what good karma, positive surprises on the thumbnail, not in the thumbnail, but in the title. I threw out that word luck. Everybody here, excuse us. I've been saying it. I said in the intro, it's a spooky woo-woo day. It's dead of summer, but it's like rainy. As soon as I was called to sit down and do this specific reading, all of a sudden clouds came out and it's like rain. So you guys seem to be healing and clearing energy, possibly, whatever. At least this pile specifically, I'll get into it in a second, what I already see for you. But those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. Now, I know we talk about blessings. I know we talk about the karma because that is where the goal is. I mention the shadow because sometimes that needs to be stepped out of the way so that you can get to the lighter side of the pile. And I read that in these readings, and I take my time with this type of reading for that specific reading because I want you to get to your blessings. I want you to get to your good karma. I want you to see the positive surprises. And sometimes external factors, internal perspectives may kind of be a bit of a roadblock, so we try to see how to clear that, okay? And that's what I do in personal readings as well. So you guys get really good stuff here just to watch ads, right? Because that's the goal, right? So this sweet little bee hummingbird, oh, it's getting really bad now that I'm doing this pile. You may be in a bit of a dark night of the soul, right? You may be living in a shadow, because I don't know why all of a sudden I'm filming and now it's worse. But that bee hummingbird, sweet little hummingbird, it's the size of an insect, like in real life. I blew it up a little bit so you could be able to see it enough to pick your pile, but if you Google it, you'll see, if you're not familiar with it, it's really tiny. So you may feel that way. Some of you may actually be that way, but let's talk about what I'm already seeing here. Okay, so I cleansed my animal oracle deck, my spirit animal oracle deck. I love that in this reading. At the bottom of your reset, you've got the vulture spirit, which I have those on the channel. I do have those on the channel. So you may be coming from that, or if you like this series and you feel like it's helping you the way a personal reading would without having to pay for one, go, maybe this vulture spirit, at least one of them in this series is you. It's a playlist, okay? And I have the skunk. Now, these are very connected. There are people that will understand the connection. It's not relevant to the overall message we're going to talk about today unless you understand the connection. And if you do, then you know. But this vulture and skunk spirit feels very much so underdog energy, okay? It is the energy of an underdog. That could be, again, your history. That could be you currently. You're being encouraged to watch and wait when it comes to something, certain situations, circumstances. And I do have a canary spirit on the channel. So again, you may be coming from that canary spirit or you may be going there, okay? So welcome back, or go there where we feel called, okay? So I'm gonna get another shuffle. Yeah, this is a group. You got a lot of messages. Those of you that are new, you got a lot of messages. I have owl spirits, but there is a situation you need to watch and wait regarding. You are seeing things clearly, but I'm getting whatever, because I know this is what blessings will be revealed, good karma. There's something you need to pause. Like whatever blessing, we're talking about positive surprises that are taking forefront of your pile, pause. Just wait. You know, you can see, you know what to do, you know where to go, you know how to move, how to proceed, whatever it is. Like you can see the situation clearly, but you don't need to act, okay? There's nothing you need to be doing when we talk about right this moment, okay? You just sit tight and you watch this reading. You let me finish this reading before you overreact, okay? Tell me more about this bee hummingbird, my sweet little bee hummingbird. What blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises for my pile number 1, please. And again, we take our time with these bird readings. We hasten the others, okay? So tell me. Let me see. Okay, well, slow and steady wins a, I'm almost put this back, but think of your feet. Slow and steady wins a race. Some of you needed that message. It's taking a lot. Some of you, I get a vibe, and I don't normally get. You have a certain spirit animal, and you can share with the class in the comments if you feel comfortable enough to. Some of you have a spirit animal, bird, sea creature, land creature, whatever, insect that you keep seeing repeatedly, right? You keep seeing it repeatedly, and it's not obviously it's not an option here, but I feel like something's trying to come out. It may, if it's in the deck, because I mean, there's only so many options here, guys. But if it doesn't come out, just know that I'm already channeling why you're seeing that specific animal, insect, or whatever, okay? And I also have dream readings that can support you there as well. They're donuts, okay? But if you're seeing a specific, if you're seeing a specific animal, that is for a reason. I have a bunch of stuff. So sometimes life stings, see the bigger picture, time for beginning 9. This is a brand new start, a brand new beginning. Peacock is here in a maturing sense. But I will take that when I hit the table in the bottom. We have believe in yourself. All right. Squirrel. So I feel like squirrels are fairly common. I think it's interesting that I'm leading with spooky woo-woo energy. I'm calling it that. And then like there's a bunch of acorns, which is more fall season-esque, which is spooky season, right? So something dealing with the fall. We have butterflies and a crown. Transformation is beautiful. This is my pile of changes and growth and transitions and things being very difficult, because changes are not easy. That's literally why people fear them, right? So whatever transition you're going through, whatever transition you're experiencing, right? Let it ride and be confident that you can, right? Be confident that you can let it ride and not control things as they shift. Also, let it ride and believe in yourself that at the end of this transformation, at the end of this transition, you will step out of the cocoon as a butterfly. It'll be a whole new life, whole new beginning, whatever the situation, circumstances are, because this feels like a death and a rebirth. This feels like Phoenix energy already. So maybe you're the group that I needed to do this for. Fun fact, you're the one bird that is quote unquote random. I literally discovered it as I was doing the thumbnail. I didn't know what I wanted Powell to be. I already had Swan locked in. I had Peacock locked in. I had that African gray parrot locked in. But that bee hummingbird is like, I'm like, what's gonna go here? What is that? Do I put another hummingbird? I think we should. I feel like that's a message that needs to speak. And here we are, here we go. I find this one, right? That I was unfamiliar with, right? It feels like your blessings that are going to be revealed, your good karma, is you becoming someone you never thought you could be in the best ways. Sometimes we go through the shadow to find that version of ourselves, right? That's what's happening right now with you. So look at me being all encouraging. I'm excited for you. It's going to be great, because you don't even have the capacity to see the version of you that's going to be at the end of this transformation. That's a great thing. Because sometimes, new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Sometimes we ask for, like a lot of people, especially people that are a little more religious. Like you pray, you're like, I want to live like this. I want that. This is how I want to feel. This is how I want to experience day to day. And it's so far removed from who you are currently that it's like there's no way you're getting that unless you change. There's no way you're getting that unless you move. Yeah, look at that thunder, right? Thunder and lightning, themes of transformation, right? It's like the only way you're gonna be the version of you, right, that has that available to them is to make those shifts, make those changes. So y'all be careful what you wish for, be careful what you pray for, because sometimes the purge can be scary, right? It can be scary, and that's okay. That's okay. So let me see. Tell me more what blessings are going to be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises from a sweet little bee hummingbird. Here we are. Here we go. The devil, number 15. So the devil talks about restrictions and control. Okay. It is ruled by the sign of Capricorn. Now I love that because I pulled up my transit so I wouldn't get confused and slow you guys down with your reading. The moon is now in Aquarius, right? So I am now in the waning phase of the moon. It's technically still a full moon, literally still a full moon, but it just shifted from Capricorn to Aquarius. So second full moon in Capricorn this year, okay? And you get the first energy of tarot of Capricorn. So real time, okay? Real time. Some of you may have Capricorn placements. Regardless, the themes surrounding Capricorn and Lord Saturn is lessons, development, growth, evolution, right? It is literally the sign and planet of karma, okay? Now it does rule 10th house, career, social status, public recognition, and reputation. Like those will all be key themes here we're talking about with your blessings. So look at you. But things are going to change for better, for worse, okay? And eventually better, even if worse, right? So let me see. Yeah, we got that overwhelming energy. What's that? It feels like anxiety and chaos. This feels like a person that needs to control everything. Stop, stop, stop. You're slowing yourself down. You're hindering your progress. You're hindering your development and where you want to go and who you want to be. Okay, stop, stop, stop. This is me. Remember earlier we got watch and wait. That's why we have transformation is beautiful. Believe in yourself. Stop trying to control things that you have no business controlling. Okay, calm down, because this is, again, Ten of Wands is overwhelmed energy. The devil is, again, needing to control, needing to structure, okay, which is important, okay? But the Ten of Wands is also access, okay? So let me get your last tarot. Take the bottom. We will pull more oracle cards and see what else we can get to tell us more about your blessings, because your blessings are the best thing. What did I just say? The moon is in what? Aquarius. Here's the card, ruled by Aquarius, okay? Technically Uranus, but that is the planet ruling this sign, okay? So we talk about attention, networking, right? 10th house, 11th house energy, right? We talk about common goals. We talk about community, right? We talk about standing out. A lot of you were called to the thumbnail. Like the first thing that caught your attention, even though this is your pile, was that peacock. That's that energy, right? That bright, vibrant energy of becoming who you are authentically so, and being very open with that, okay? This is a pile of like white hot energy. So definitely I would encourage you to ground and stay grounded, because this is an energy of just like white hot energy in the best ways. But we also know there's also often a shadow with that. We got the Magician. Yeah, so 3 out of 4 of your cards are major arcana. That is what I consider to be universal, God-like energy. And what's coming in for you is for you. You don't need to control it, okay? You need to play your role, right? You need to do the things you need to be doing. But everything in this pile is unavoidable. It is inevitable in the best and or worst ways, okay? Like even the shadow parts of your life, inevitable, necessary to get you into the best parts of it. Look at you. Look at you. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine, because this is a pile of needing to know that if you're on that shadow. If you're on the lighter side, you need to know that anyway, because this feels like a lighter side of a pile that is about like is overwhelmed with blessings. Like the blessings are so good that it's like triggering trauma, and it's like freaking you out, and you're like, it's too good to be true. I don't trust it. Like that's what's happening here, because I keep forgetting this is my tiny little bee hummingbird spirit, and you may feel very small in the grand scheme of the plan and what you're dealing with in your overall life, okay? Especially with all of this major arcana here. The Magician is ruled by Gemini, okay? That's the sign of communication, of conversations, okay? So lots of messages, lots of things coming in the best ways, okay? So I'm gonna pull from these astrology-based oracle decks. I will, just because I need to see what else is going on. Tell me what the blessings are overwhelmed with success, or the purge required to put you in the environment and or internal being. I'll say that instead of mental perspective, to get where you're wanting the blessings, right? Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So let me see. My sweet little bee, Hummingbird, incoming energy, new moon in Leo. Yeah, this is a real time energy. So I mentioned that full moon in Capricorn. I mentioned that the moon has shifted to Aquarius, and the next moon will be the new moon in Leo. So I mean, I guess I'm gonna put this up sometime this week, so you will see it in time. But yeah, a lot of you, this is happening current. This is present. This is a present reading. Even if you're not in my timeline. Like let's say you find this in a year, it's still present for you, regardless of the transits I'm calling out. Okay. But this is a pile of needing confidence. What did we talk about? Transitions, transformation, releasing control, because step out of your comfort zone, North Node. That is who we're meant to develop into and evolve in our life, okay? Those of you that keep picking the piles where we have to have this conversation, you're probably tired of hearing it, but you know, it's good to have a refresher every now and then, right? Confidence is your key to success. Believe in yourself. Confidence is your key to success. Believe in yourself. We've got that. When I talk about your North Node, so the South Node is basically all of the skills, the talents that you were born into this life with. Like people that believe in past lives, they believe these are the things you mastered in the previous life, okay? You don't have to believe in that. Let it be a parable. Let it be an analogy. You are born with natural gifts, natural skill sets, natural inclinations, okay? Here is where you're meant to evolve and develop into who you're meant to be in this life, okay? So at the end of this journey, you'll have at least attempted to master here, okay? And it seems like your blessing is becoming a little more, I don't want to say narrow, a little more streamlined on that path of becoming that version of you, right? Stepping out of where you're naturally inclined and more into where you're supposed to be developing, okay? Now that doesn't mean that your natural inclinations go away. It doesn't mean that you're like always going to be in chaos, always going to be in conflict, but it seems like whatever era period you're in is a developmental one where you're going to have to be a little bit uncomfortable and get comfortable being so, okay? Because at the end of that road, here we go, your North Node, okay? So let me pull more. Pile number one, my sweet little bee Hummingbird. Tell me about the blessings. Positive karma. Sorry, I'm like clicking to the right of me, all kinds of random things that have nothing to do with the reading accidentally. Some of you are easily distracted. Stop that. I was trying to, me personally, as your reader, I was trying to get a look at your thumbnail so I could see your bird and kind of ground and lock in with it for your messages. Some of you have external distractions as you're trying to reach a goal. That blessing, that's not going to be a thing with these transitions. Where you have external distractions, whether your own doing or just circumstances based, like circumstantial, it's not going to be a thing. That's the blessing coming in. Because I'm trying to, okay, I'm trying to focus on this reading. Let me lock in with this bee Hummingbird. And I have all kinds of other things in the way. Things that are in the way are going to go away, whether you want them to or not. Because remember, we talk about comfort zones, okay? All right. Here we are. Here we go. The Earth. Persistence, patience, practicality, grounded energy. We've got Venus, give and receive love, find value, see beauty. All right. And at the bottom, look who's back. That's a theme. Coming back, going away, coming back. That's a thing, right? Your first tarot card was the card ruled by the sign of Capricorn. Here we are. So that full moon in Capricorn is really something for you. I'll say that because like it's coming out. But anyway, the card says ambition, realism, methodical steps, and I talk about kind of structure and organization. I'm going to put it next to the magician, which talks about those things. That's what the devil and the magician have in common, is being able to maneuver what you're meant to be maneuvering, right? It talks about, you know, being confident, like being confident and believing in yourself where you have the capacity, because this talks about being capable, right? Being capable and being able to do it, okay? Whatever we're talking about, because it's going to be different for all of you, right? So I don't want to talk about Capricorn again because we ran through it there, but that's a doubling down of that message. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, all of this Capricorn energy. So again, this is a very karmic pile by nature. For better, for worse, this is a very grounded pile, or a pile that is being grounded, like you're grounding in the 3D. Whether you're doing so actively on your own or your circumstances are forcing you into that. Venus talks about everything we value, right? It rules the signs of Libra and Taurus, so more Taurus, but Taurus is second house of your money, your assets, your self-worth, everything that you value and have ownership of, right? And then we talk about the sign of Libra, which talks about your partnerships and legalities, things that are on paper. I call it the house of contracts, right? Where do we talk about soul and karmic contracts, or 3D contracts in a legal, right, reference. So I'm gonna use Melanin Pop. I'm gonna use Melanin Pop to see what's going on, and then I guess I should pull a love one. I'll pull one love one since I want it to be a well-rounded reading, and then I will get advice from 2 decks and close it out. So these are actually still shorter. These are still shorter, but this is all about like your grounded material plane. Like this is a material shift. This is a financial career shift. Okay. And if you're not in the mentality of what we're talking about here, then whatever shadow, whatever is putting you where we're seeing that. You get what I'm saying? So, because some of you are gonna be like, no, that's not what's at the forefront of me. It is. And if you haven't realized that yet, then that's probably the purge. That's probably the transition. That's probably the awakening to make you realize that's the focus. Because, right, blessings are going to be revealed, good karma, positive surprises, because we're leading with surprises. The surprises will be very much personality, confidence based, development based, material plane based, especially when we talk about like, right, all of this earth energy here, earth energy there and there. Okay. So far, shocks, surprises, career, development, reputation, networking in the best ways, on the lightest end, right? Shifting you, okay, or propelling you. I heard that in the best ways it's going to propel you, in the worst ways it's going to push you where you're actually supposed to be and towards what you're supposed to be prioritizing. Okay, so let me see, my sweet little bee hummingbird, tell me what blessings are going to be revealed for this pile. The karma, the good karma, positive surprises, what kind of luck should this sweet little bee hummingbird spirit be anticipating? I think I saw social media, which is that Aquarius energy. It feels like a tension, right? It doesn't have to actually be social media based. It can be where that's a specific message for some of you, but it just feels like connections, right? But not personal connections so much as community-based connections, right? Like people with common goals, common missions, right? Common aspirations. Because everybody's not going to be your best friend. Everyone doesn't need to be like your sibling or your close friend, right? Like this feels like people that want certain things out of life. Hey, look at you, the surprise card. abstract, unpredictable, art, multifaceted museums. Some of you have difficulty. Yep. I called you out. I got you. I didn't see you. I didn't see you there, but now I do. Some of you have difficulty with collaborating with people. Like there seems to be an issue with boundaries here. So some of you don't know how to connect with people at varying levels. It's all or nothing. It's like you need to be close with people like they're your family, or you don't want anything to do with them. That's not a good way to be. Everyone has their purpose and their place and space in your life. Everyone has their role. That's a bit of a naive. That's why, okay, my sweet little bee hummingbird. It feels like a lesson on discernment, wild card, and connection base. Let me ground so I can say it, because some of you are very ungrounded and you're not able to see clearly like the people around you. Got it. Okay. Because I get a vibe of people that don't work well with people that they wouldn't be friends with. That's a good way to word it. I was trying to figure out how to word it, but here I am. Here I go. I feel a group of people here, and all of you, it's not all of you, that don't work well with. I didn't see you, but now I do. I see you stepping in. You don't work well with people that you wouldn't be close friends with. That's not good, because the reality is we all have different skills and talents, and we can all support each other, because that's what community is. There's no way to, like, when we think of villages, right, like a village of like 1,000 people, there's no way to be super close with all 1,000 of those people, right? Like all of you, like we're a community here. We all love each other. We're all supportive. You all talk in the comments, and I support you on your journeys, but we're not like family. You don't see me day to day, right? And that's not necessary. We still support each other on the channel, right? Like, so think of it that way. Like, everyone in your life doesn't have to be your sibling, right? It doesn't have to be, oh, that's my sister, that's my brother, right? Like, it's cool, like, because I mean, even I do it day to day, right? Like, I have like my professional associates. So I'm like, oh, that's my twin, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's genuine, right? There's a genuine love there, but it doesn't mean that day to day that's someone that I have to see or be like super close to, if that makes sense, right? Like, it feels like not knowing where people fall in your community. Because I like to use the word community, because that makes it helps you with, it helps those of you that think that way with the perspective. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to work with all of your friends. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. I didn't see you step in. I just did, okay? Surprises, shocks that make you realize that in the best and or worst ways, okay? That's where we are. That's where we go. All right. Yeah, because right, I mentioned the little naive perspective. We have that immature energy here, right? Because it says childish, defensive, foolish, juvenile. Now, what I love about the immature energy is it's very childlike. It's fun. It's super engaging, right? So, for example, the lighter side of this pile has the innocence of a child in a way where you're open and ready to kind of connect with other people in a way that it's going to support you, right? That's one of the blessings. Since I'm talking about like community and collective and connecting with other people, my lighter side is that sweet little bee hummingbird. You're really excited, you love people, or when you connect with people, you're very genuine and things like that. And you may not realize, with this believing yourself and being confident, you may not realize like, oh, people are connecting with you, or people like you, because you may have a perspective of, if you're not best friends with someone, that they don't like you, right? Even though they do, they're just an acquaintance, an associate, right? Someone you've networked with. You're still on very good terms. They think very highly of you. They just don't have to be like living with you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to realize, okay, there's people that like, I'm like just cool and cordial with, that like, hey, look at me. I got like a network. And then there's that side of you that's the opposite, right? With that shadow where there's a lesson in development of discernment, with needing to be super close with absolutely everybody, and not wanting to deal with people that you aren't like. It just, that it's on the table, okay? Because it feels like an awakening to where someone is naive and immature, or a spotlight to where someone's super open and engaging with a childlike innocence, right? That's my polarity in terms of personality. So look at you. All right. I don't think I'm ready to be done with this pile. Let me I want to keep pulling. I want to pull like 1 to 2 more because I feel like I opened a can of worms and just was like, okay, bye. Some of you do that. Tell me more about the blessings that are going to be revealed, the good karma, positive surprises for my sweet little bee hummingbird. Some of you, the blessing will be accountability in the best ways, because when we're accountable, we have to see results. I'm going to take these 2 in the bottom. That's why I didn't want to close you out. When we're accountable, we see results. So what happens is, I mentioned the joke of the wild card, creating chaos and just leaving it there, right? Creating chaos and just like leaving it alone. No. When you see things through, when we have goals and ambitions and things we want to do, when we're accountable, we build on it, right? We grow it, we develop it, we work on it. And eventually, when we're patient, right? When we're patient, because the lack of patience is an immaturity, when we're patient enough to like see it through, then look at you, right? We have something tangible. We have the goals we set, right? We have the blessings we've been praying for. A lot of people don't see the blessings they've been praying for because they don't have the accountability to see it through. They don't have the patience to see it through. They don't have the discernment to know what they do and don't need to see it through. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference between success and failure. This is my pile of like wanting to see stuff shake. Look at you. I like it. Come back and let us know how great things are. Yeah, we got time heals all wounds with our little sunflower here. Trust, synchronicities, healing, and divine timing. We talk about time, taking time to get things done. Some of you, what's coming in very soon, I mentioned real time, things that are a long time coming. Now, I know for better for worse, but I'm gonna focus on this lighter side, since I do want to get into those blessings, things that you've been like really diligent with, things you've been really holding yourself accountable towards, things you've been really working. Some of you will have connections that you didn't even realize you've been building, like relationships you've been building with other people, right? Like for example, like some of you are maybe a little bit young, right? Well, like let's say you're in university now, you'll have like connections from high school that you didn't realize you still had, or you'll go off like into the real world and start like trying to start your careers and your businesses, and then you'll be like, hey, I have a network from college that I didn't realize, just some dude that I used to be at the library talking to, and look at him. That's my way in, right? Like that's what I'm seeing in the best ways. That really innocent, that lighter side of that immature card kind of being like just kind of friendly and social, or just engaging with other people where you're not really like looking to do anything. You're just talking and being social and things like that, and just open and receptive. I get that benefiting some of you. Look at you, my sweet little bee hummingbird. But we do have a lock and key. So we talk about secrets, silenced, burdens, quiet. That's a thing, okay? It feels like revelation energy. This is a pile of revelation, a revelation of like blockages, revelation of open doors, right? A clear path you didn't realize you had. Like that's this group, okay? I'm like clearing energy. Look at you. I'm telling you, healing. You're gonna be shocked at how far you've come. You're gonna be shocked at honestly, I'll be honest with you. Some of you will be very, very shocked by some news. Better and worse. Like it could be both or one or the other. Like some of you are gonna hear something like in the most chaotic way, the worst thing, and like it'll be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Especially if it was something like that was a blockage. Like it'll be the worst thing, unfortunately, but it'll be the transition you need. Others of you, it will be the best thing, and you will be like, okay, look at me. All right, so what's at the bottom? I told you this is a career pile. I don't control the cards. I do have a skeleton key reading. I have skeleton key readings, so go to those. I actually have one, I think that is called lock and key. Like you will see it on the thumbnail. It has a lock and it has a key on it. So maybe that's your group or whatever. But go to the playlist with the skeleton keys. But we're talking career, we're talking promotions, passion, offers, stability, wealth, and new ideas. Look at you. I love this group. Because even the shadow is still getting here. It just feels like a shadow of needing development, needing revelation, needing realizations, needing accountability possibly. And also needing to be in your right place, right space, because sometimes that's a thing as well, right? Sometimes that's a thing. So breathe when we talk about grounding energy. Okay, let me see. Ooh, this is a pile that kind of needed like a moment of silence. Okay, just you take a moment. Pause if you need to. You may need to pause. I almost wanted to skip over the love deck. Now I'm not gonna do that. Let me tell you why. This is a group. If you're familiar with me, if not, and you go back and watch older readings, I'm preparing you. I normally I'm like fuss, I yell. I don't yell, I fuss about like the lack of support for the non-love readings, right? So when the love comes through heavy in the non-love readings, I don't really care for it. But this is a pile where I don't know, like I feel like this is a group that may be avoiding that area, right? Whether it's for the best ways of being super ambitious or in the worst ways of just avoiding connection with other people just in general, right? So let me see what's going on. Tell me, give me a love, just one love message before I get this advice from my sweet little Hummingbird pile. What love message do we want to leave with them? Because this, again, it's my career-driven pile. All right, my pile number one, my sweet little bee Hummingbird spirit. Tell me. Oh, we got that sensual healing. Look at you. This is saying take time out. I mentioned a moment of silence. I mentioned a bit of a pause, right? So we had the sensual healing, like take time if you have a partner and just kind of connect with your partner. If you're not, kind of make that a little bit of a priority. This is a pile of needing to slow down. Now, we did see that card, right? Listen and reflect. So if you're in a tower, I could see some of you in the shadow being a bit in a tower moment, or I could see you just being in a chaotic transition, even in the best ways, right? Like changes in the best ways are still chaotic and scary, right? Like we know that, right? Like it's change, it's different. You're trying to find a new routine. Like you may be in a new place, new space, trying to figure out what's going on. Like you don't know any of these people. You don't know like what you're doing. You're trying to figure it out, but it's still amazing, right? It's still great. There's still a lot of potential. When you stabilize, you see where you'll be, who you'll be, but it's still scary. This is a call to kind of listen and reflect, right? Because it says sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. Some of you, when we talk about your romantic connections, maybe that's what your partner kind of needs from you, right? You to slow down and listen. Some of you just kind of need to slow down and prioritize your partner a little bit, just in general. Even if you're in chaos, like, you know, some of you, that is part of the chaos. Like just kind of slow down and listen and pay attention. Honestly, that's not even totally a love message. Some of you just need to pay attention. Some of you are like overwhelmed in the worst way, and like you're not paying attention to some chaos that you're avoiding. When we talk about accountability and things like that, that's where we are with this, okay? Y'all, I don't need these cards. It's hilarious for me when I do it. And every time I'm doing it live on camera, it's still funny to me because look at you. What we've been talking about this whole time, accountability. Someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. Now, some of you needed that from a romantic sense. What I love is like, I didn't feel like this was a pile that was really worried about love, right? But I still felt like I needed this love deck. This is not a love message if you really pay attention. Listen and reflect on accountability. Like that's a thing. Like you needed a message from this love deck. And honestly, when we talk about love, the broader sense of that is connections with other people. It doesn't have to be romantic love. We could be talking about any of your connections, right? Your family, your friends. I mentioned this group having a certain way that you interact with people or don't, and needing development there. The way you connect with other people, there's a certain way that you need to develop the way you connect with other people, okay? And knowing how to categorize them and knowing the boundary of where you stand with people, right? Or where you could stand with people, right? Like that's what I've gotten here. So listen and reflect, take a break, take space, slow down, and pay attention to where you could be a little more accountable. When we talk about love, when we talk about connections, when we talk about chaos and transitions, right? That's what we talk about. Everything I said about accountability. This is a pile. You need to watch it more than one time, okay? You need to watch it more than one time. So let me get your advice and close you out. You got a whole 40 minutes. This is almost what my master situation reading would be on a personal level. So look at you. This is why we do that though, because everyone's not able. So I like to support y'all. So let's see. Give me the blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises. What advice do we give to this sweet little bee hummingbird regarding whatever situation they need to be advised on? What advice do we give here? My bee hummingbird spirit. We'll take it. Concealment. Well, all that's done in the dark will come to light. Period. The end. Concealment talks about being your authentic self, taking off your mask and being who you are without hiding, because this is the pile of needing to stop hiding with lock and key. So what's been hidden will be revealed, for better for worse. I'm not getting into the specifics. We'd be here for a whole hour. I'm not doing that. But stop hiding, listen and reflect, and be accountable when we talk about certain things. I don't know what we're talking about. Different for all of you, especially when we talk about the shadow. The lighter side is being active, being engaging, right? I like it. At the bottom, we have union. When we talk about connecting with other people, even in a romantic sense. So, we talk about taking off a mask in a union. We talk about taking off a mask to pursue one, right? When we talk about pursuing relationships and connections, like taking off a mask and pursue the connections you desire, pursue the life you seek, right? Because union can be an accomplishment. It can be a goal, right? It could be an aspiration. Union is getting something you desire, okay? So let me get this last bit of advice. This is my sweet little, y'all know I like this deck if you're new. This is my New Orleans Oracle deck. Here we are, here we go. The final message for my sweet little hummingbird spirit, please. What final piece of advice do you have for my sweet little bee hummingbird spirit? There we are. There we go. Number 33. This is the last card in this oracle deck. Close a cycle, transition, transform, be the version of yourself you'd want to be, right? Create your reality. What do you need to do? How do you need to be accountable, right? Be who you need to be. When we talk about career goals, when we talk about your overall goal in life, right? Because sometimes this is connected to that, right? But in a grand scheme, this is much greater than that, and this can lead you here. There you are, there you go. Create your reality. And we talk about accountability, we talk about growth and development. Look at that ocean. Look at you. Look at you. Haha. More ocean, growth, abundance. Create your reality, growth, and abundance. Grow, chase abundance. Go get it. Look at you. I love this group. I'm so proud of you. So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2. Let's see what blessings are going to be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises. I threw that word luck in the title. People like that word a lot. Hold on. We're a little bit crooked. Let's get straight. I don't even know that we're crooked so much as I'm just like really called to this honey cow site. Oh no, it's crumbling. Look at me. Some of you may need one. They do. It's a good healing crystal to have around. Like it really is. So if you're called to a honey cow site, there's a variety of colors and shades. Like this is more of a lighter shade one. That one over there is a darker one. So if you're called, go get you one of those. They're good to have. All right. So for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. And I mention the shadow because I know we talk about blessings. I say it to every pile. I know we talk about blessings, and I don't do it to scare you. But a lot of times, if we're truly seeking blessings and where we're gonna be, achieving things, right? Like, because this is a group that wants to know, like, what's coming in for me. Am I going to be doing well in whatever area of life? Well, what potential roadblocks do you have? Whether we're talking about external circumstances, internal limitations, and the shadow is often that purge or just removal or stripping of how you become the version of yourself that is experiencing that life you want. Okay, so that's why we read both. And that's why we take a slower pace with these readings specifically, okay? Now, I'm called to say, first of all, I'm really excited about the Swan. You've been trying to come through for like months. I think there's been at least 2 to 3 videos in the bird series that you've tried to come in, and I just could not. I didn't have the space for you, but now here we are, here we go. I need to say, I always know who I'm talking to, even if you don't realize it yourself. That means a lot of things. I don't know why I need to share it with this group, but I always know who I'm talking to, even if you don't realize it yourself, in the best and the worst ways. So if I'm speaking of your potential, it's the potential that you've not tapped into yet. If I'm speaking to a shadow and you're trying to hide it, then I can already see it, right? And that's however you want to take that. But we try to clear those shadows so that you can ascend, right? That's the goal. That's the purpose. All right, let's rock and roll with this Swan. At the bottom of your reset here, we have be loyal to what you love, the sweet little puppy. I know it's not a puppy, but I'm one of those people that calls every animal the baby version of it. So I see a cat, I'm like, kitty, you know, like I don't care. That way. So let me see. Swan, my sweet little swan spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises for my sweet swan spirit. Let's get a spirit animal guide for this group, please. My sweet swan spirit. All right, well, look at you. You're that group that's like, I want 2 of everything. Well, you don't always get what you want, okay? We'll take it since we're not rushing these, but 2 is definitely a relevant number, right? Learn from the past, give with gratitude and grace. All right, I heard the elephant in the room. I associate turkeys with like breaking bread. I don't know what that is. Don't avoid situations. Like this feels like an elephant in a room, turkey on the table. Like I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. If you have an avoidant personality, stop that. It makes life difficult for no reason, right? Like, and I don't say that because I can be a little aggressive and direct depending on what the situation and circumstance is. Like, because like you can't fear confrontation because it's healthy. Like you don't have to be all aggressive and chaotic, but you do have to address things. And this feels like a pile of not addressing things, okay? Or avoiding addressing things, okay? So learn from the past, give with gratitude and grace. All right, let me see what's going on here. Act as if, chameleon spirit. Okay, so I'm gonna just call out the shadow side of this pile because I don't want it to over. When I ignore shadows, it takes over because I'm avoiding it. Because like y'all fuss when I put too much shadow in the reading. So sometimes I avoid the shadow in the reading because I don't want to scare y'all. Because some of y'all start crying in the comments and I feel bad, I'm not gonna lie. Act as if, learn from the past. If you have a bit of a two-faced nature, stop that. Like if you are two-faced, stop that now. Like that is a hindrance to where you want to be. Like whatever you're praying for, manifesting, whatever your thing is you do, like whatever it is, however you, right? Because manifesting is just creating a goal and going get it. Like that, like the reality, right? So whatever your goals are, being two-faced is definitely stopping you if you're like that way, okay? Because it feels like a group that is flexible and fluid in some of the worst ways, or potentially hot, or could potentially be fluid and flexible in all of the best ways. So when we talk about two-faced versus adaptability, there's a difference, right? There's a line, okay? And some of you, that's what you need to learn, is that line between being multifaceted and adaptive and just like that, okay? So learn from the past, give with gratitude and grace, act as if. So when we talk about, like, some of you like the manifestation word, right? When we talk about that and we talk about the past experiences that you've had, you're being called to always live in the present as though you're on the trajectory to where you want to go. Now, I know you're already there. You're already on that path. Even on your worst days, you don't feel like it, right? But you have to act as though you're already there, right? You're already who you want to be. And people are like, oh, that's woo-woo, la-la, not realistic. No, because one of the things about me as a reader, and I get a lot of you skeptics, I'm not saying to just pray and think and, oh, this is the life I want to live, let me do the things I know I shouldn't be doing. No, I'm saying what habits and mental perspectives will put you where you want to go. If you have X goal, what does it take to get there? Well, in order to get there, you have to do these things. Once you get there, you'll have to keep doing these things to maintain it. So what do people that have the life you aspire to having, right? What do they do day to day? How do they live? What's their routine, right? And how do you incorporate that into now so that you can get there? We have act as if. It talks about a shift, the change, adaptability in the best ways, okay? So do that. You have to, okay? If you want to achieve whatever we're talking about. Because again, this is my bird readings. We talk about ascension and goals, right? Whether we're talking about monetary, professional, reputation, whether we're talking about just life mission, spiritual ascension, whatever it is you're trying to do, whoever you're trying to be, it takes a certain way of living, not only to get there, but to maintain it. So there we are, there we go. Let's pull these cards. My pile number 2, my Swan Spirit. This is also a pile of needing to know not to repeat cycles. Okay? Especially when we talk about like sneaky situations and overreacting to people due to past sneaky situations. I have the temperance of moderating energy, of like kind of balance. It feels like an act as if, right? They're actually both number 14, so that's kind of a thing. You may be seeing repeating numbers. You may be seeing that. Okay. Tell me more about the Swan Spirit, please. What blessings will be revealed with the karma, positive surprises. Some of you, what's coming in, the results of said routines, of like certain work ethics, certain activities you've been doing, or just growth, development. Like you'll see, like you'll reap the benefits of that growth that you've been doing, right? With learn from the past and give with gratitude and grace. It feels like actual manifestation in the best ways or worst ways, right? Because what we experience now is a reflection of what we've been doing, right? What we experience in the future is a reflection of what we're currently doing now. I need you to know that. That's kind of the message of this group, right? So this isn't you're having surprises, you're being blessed. This is you're reaping your harvest based on what you've been doing. So look at you in the best ways, and how do we adjust in the worst, right? All right, the 9 of Pentacles. Talks about personal success, right? Being stable as an individual, right? Like your personal harvest, your personal goals, and achieving those, okay? So a lot of you, what's hilarious is I feel like a little bit of a lack of confidence on my best side of this pile of, yeah, I do the work, I do the stuff, I'm doing the things I need to be doing, but I don't think I'm gonna see the harvest, and that's not true. So like you're gonna be surprised to see results from your work. And I think that's hilarious for this pile, because that's common sense. I'm not teasing you, but that's common sense. Like if there's a certain process, there's certain things you do and you know, like, okay, I do this, X, Y, Z, I do it consistently and this is what I get. Right? When we talk about spiritual evolution, when we talk about academics, when we talk about career, when we talk about nurturing connections, like that's the thing, okay? So this is funny. Let me get more cards. I might not need to drag this out because this feels like a pile of you're getting what you've worked for. Yeah, this is my personal fulfillment pile. We got 9s. Those are very independent. I've achieved energies. So your blessings, I have achieved, right? I succeed. Those are the blessings. The luck is personal to you luck. Like, not other people, it's you. My pile 2, my swan. You succeed, right? Right? You're stable, you're grounded, you're fulfilled, right? Because 9 of Pentacles is when, again, financial stability as an individual. 9 of Cups is fulfillment as an individual. So me, that's this group. Okay, let me get one more. All right. Well, look at you. I'm gonna pull from like the love deck at the end, because I did that for the other pile, but I don't know that I've gotten a group that is that single. Like, this is a group of being exceptionally single. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's what you need. I don't know if that's what you desire. And then, like, don't overreact to me saying that. That's because I have a lot of like single feminines on the channel. That's my largest audience. This could simply be someone that needs to prioritize themselves, needs to prioritize what they want to do, how they feel, their personal time, right? Having me time, right? Outside of your family, outside of your friends, okay? Because we do have a maturing energy of the 9 of Swords, which is kind of that anxiety and not sleeping at night. And this is the maturation of that is kind of the climax of burning out, possibly, or in a shadow, or moving beyond it in the best sense, right? Because not staying up all night anymore. Because 999, you could be seeing repeating 9s. You could very much so. But like, 9s close cycles, right? You close cycles. You're closing a cycle. Okay, so some of you are closing a cycle and are going to be very me focused pretty soon. Some of you are closing a very me focused cycle and will be stepping into some type of prioritizing other people soon. Regardless, there is personal success that seems to be associated with that, right? Personal grounded, personal fulfillment that seems to be tied into your ability to do those things. Whether we're talking about being personally successful enough to kind of detach from some type of connection, any type of connection, or whether being personally successful enough to prioritize the other areas of your life. That's what I'm getting for this group. So let me see what's going on. All right, we got that God of Pentacles, grounded, stable energy. Okay. So the God of Pentacles is someone that has it together. This is a person with a routine. This is a person with a plan. This is a person that has seen the fruition of previous plans. This is a person that is living a life as a result of a job well done. Like, this is a person that's like, I've done this, right? In the past, I did this, I did that. I was consistent. Look at me now. Now, where am I headed next? Okay. And the freedom to choose. Okay. That's what we've got. That's where we're going. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile. Number 2, my sweet swan spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises. Being able to focus on the self for sure. Being able to focus on the self. Being grounded enough to prioritize yourself. And that's not a knock on other people, your other connections, your other relationships. It just means we can only be as available for other people as we are healthy and content within ourselves, right? We can only fill other cups with what we already have in our own. Remember that, okay? Tell me more about the swan spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Positive karma. Listen, this is you. Why are you always wanting 2 of something? What's wrong with you? This is a group like 2, like something about the number 2 is a thing. You did pick this one. Some of you just picked it because it was pile 2 and you might not even be in your right place. Look at you. I'll take them both. I'll take them both. Adjustments are required. Your hard work is paying off. So we got 3rd quarter moon, new moon, and Capricorn. So you know what? I don't know why I'm reading it this way, because I don't know that I normally do, which is funny because real life me, not YouTube me, not woo-woo me, would probably naturally call it out this way, but I don't know that I do it often on the channel. 3rd quarter of the year, right? So this feels like 3rd quarter of the year. And Capricorn is the beginning of the 4th quarter. New moon in Capricorn, the beginning of the 4th quarter. So we talk about timelines and seeing these results. This is what we're talking about. And this is timeless. So all of you watching, like, you will not be on the same timeline as me. 3rd quarter of the year, right? Beginning of 4th quarter of the year, right? Will be something you're seeing whatever with, okay? So look at you, look at you. But adjustments are required when we talk about learning from the past and acting as if and grounding and stabilizing, right? But your hard work is paying off. So what I like to see here is it feels like a group of whatever adjustments you're making or have made, or a pivot you made historically, is putting you on a trajectory to get something good, right? To get something good, and you may not trust it yet, right? We got new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Remember what I said at the very beginning when I talked about that shadow of the two-faced energy. Do not stop it. I'm so serious. If you don't stop it, those of you where you fall into that category, it's just not gonna work. And I don't say that to be like, stop it. Like, you know how like the readers are like, you will pay. I'm not laughing. It's not me that's like that, but like, I don't say it because of that. I'm saying like, there's a certain group in this swan pile that's like, because I got the chameleon, right? Like switching things up and then being a little bit two-faced. Like, stop that. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Do be adaptive. Do be flexible. Do, assimilate whatever the thing is that needs to happen. It's going to be different for all of you. But I just don't want you to be purging energy. That's a waste of time, right? Like, because a lot of you in the shadow, I sound impatient when I'm rolling through it, because it's like, come on, just stop doing that so that you can start working on the good stuff, right? Like, I would rather you just stop doing the things that are holding you back in life so that you can start doing the good stuff. That's why I'm this way. That's why I'm a bit of a firm reader. Okay, I may hurt some feelings when people know they're on the shadow. They start leaving me comments and I'm like, well, I'm so sorry that, I gave you this free reading to help you stop doing that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I am a little bit. So just stop where we have that, okay? But communication is key. I feel, okay, the reason why I paused, this is my pile of 2. You may have 2 distinct things you actively want. If not, you're like, I don't know what she's talking about. I do like the number 2. It's my birthday. It's my life path number. It's just the number I roll with, but maybe that's why it's coming out. No. I'm telling you, there's more to the number 2 than you realize if you're just like rolling with the number 2 for whatever little sentimental reason, okay? There's 2 blessings, 2 very distinct ones coming in. Okay. Could be work. Like, I feel work, money. So far I got personal fulfillment and personal like financial success. So those could be the 2, but it feels deeper than that. And it feels like a little bit of a secret on the table. So you know what? Maybe you're not meant to know what that is. You know 2 things are coming. Just know that. Okay. Let me pull from this other one. Because the new one in Capricorn rules, again, your career, your social status, your reputation, things like that, and your lessons, okay? And Gemini is messages, okay? So we've got imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. That is that shadow trying to step in a little bit. Capricorn season, okay? Capricorn season, things will balance out for better, for worse. Let me get another card. I don't want to keep doing that. What blessings will be revealed good karma, positive surprises, and any luck for my swan spirit. All right. Yeah, some secrets, right? We got house 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. This is the house I love to see. Okay, we talk about all of the stress and this staying up all night and like really prioritizing like personal goals and whatever, right? Working, joy, and pleasure. Okay, that's the house of joy, pleasure, entertainment. It's ruled by the sun, it's ruled by Leo. It's really great energy to be in. It talks about your children and just life, enjoying life, right? All of the things you work for, work towards, okay? Because that's what I've got on my table. Here I have a little bit of a house 12 sneaky energy. It's a spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And the reason why I like that it came out is because I was already talking about like the secrets, the element of like there's 2 things that are coming in, and I guess you just don't get to know ahead of time. You get the heads up of, hey, there's 2 distinct blessings, 2 really good blessings. You'll know when they hit you, right? Because we don't get to know everything. I know I'm all spiritual woo-woo pulling in the cards. We don't get to know everything. There's certain things I can give you timelines. We talk about the 3rd quarter of the year. We talk about the beginning of the 4th quarter, things like that. But we don't always get to know every single detail, right? There you are, there you go. Now, the house 12 rules the unseen, as well as the deeper level of that, which is your hidden talents, your hidden gifts, okay? Your hidden weaknesses, right? Where you need more discernment. Those are things in the best and worst ways. But we also talk about the people around you. House 5 rules your friends, your friendships. Ooh, your friends, your friendships, okay? I mentioned a 2-faced energy here. We have friends and friendships because that's actually your close friends on the table when we talk about the house 5. I forgot that, sorry. Because house 12, that's your hidden friends, your hidden allies. But the shadow side of that is it's your hidden enemies. People that can see aspects of your personality that, like the reason why hidden friends and hidden allies fall here, just a short education. It's the aspects of yourself that certain people may notice about you that you don't notice about yourself. So they can prey on that, right? Like they prey on those weaknesses and those gifts because you don't realize you're good at certain things. You don't realize you have plot holes, right? In certain areas. And there's people that either support you in developing that and helping you realize that you have those weaknesses and that you need to nurture certain gifts. But there's also the people that are on the shadow that would like prey on those gifts, right? And use it to their advantage, or would also kind of prey on your lack of ability to see certain aspects of yourself in situations. Here you are, here you go. And we got close friends here doing that. Now, the reason why I'm very distinct in that is because if you came from the previous pile, some of you get excited and watch all of the piles because this is your thing. This is your reading. Some of you only watch this reading, which is hilarious because most people don't. The reason why I need to mention, this is not Aquarius energy on the table. This is I, me, personal. This is a very personal pile, right? 9 is personal. It's I, me. It's my money, my grounded energy, my stability. 9 of cups is your personal fulfillment, the things you value, the things you enjoy as an individual. The 9 of swords is your personal demons that keep you up at night. It's not really has nothing to do with other people. So when I see the house 5 of your personal relationships here, and I talk about, I'm already leading with 2-faced people. Some of you were like, what are you talking about? Well, some of you got 2-faced people on the table, right? You got friends that are not necessarily the best for you, whether they intend to be or not. And that may be the revelation. Now, I like to mention that because with this being a free reading, everybody can't like have that discernment. I'm teaching you that discernment. The best thing is, some of you got friends and you don't even realize you have. Some of you got like great friends you don't even have. You got people that can support you, or that see potential in you, or that see gifts and talents that you have in a way that you have no idea what you can do with them. That's a blessing. Some of you don't realize that that's a blessing when you have people or person that's very close to you that sees where you can go in a way that you don't yourself. That's support. Look at you. I love it. So that's what's going to come out for you soon, in the best ways and or the worst ways. Some of you, it will be both, right? The shadow and the lighter side of what I just said. Others of you, if that shadow is the purge you need to put you towards your blessings, unfortunately, that's the case. But then there's that other side of you where it's all good. There is no shadow here. It's just going to be a lot of great things. I'm excited because you're going to may realize some of your friends that you already have around, or make friends that help you in a way that you have no idea, right? And it'll be mutual, because that's what friendship is. So look at you. Where am I going next? I guess we'll pull from this melanin pop. You're going to learn discernment, though. At the bottom of your reset, you got intuition, chakra blue, telepathy, perception. I know that this deck has it as blue. This is more indigo. Third eye is indigo, but because it references blue, blue is maybe relevant to you in some way. Maybe you're coming from the blue jay. Throat chakra, communication, okay? So this would be more throat chakra, but the discernment, the ability to see is coming through. Discerning the appropriate people to deal with is one of the blessings coming in, right? What friends are actual friends, right? Making good friends, removal of bad friends, okay? That's the thing, okay? And that's why I had this very I-me isolated energy. Some of you are going to be to yourself because you're going to clean house. That is a blessing. You're going to feel great after, okay? I saw the groupie card, which talks about people that leech on and drain you. So some of you think you have friends that are not your friends. They're leeching on and they're draining you, okay? All right, well, tell me more about this swan spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises. My pile number 2, please. My swan spirit, what blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises, luck. Two blessings. Look at you. Tell me in the comments why you're picking pile 2, and tell me in the comments what 2 blessings you've been waiting for, or what is it about specifically 2? Why is 2? Oh, my thing. Why is 2 my thing? Okay. I've got my teacher, education, knowledge, competence, care, professor. I mentioned people being able to help support you, friends where you nurture each other, right? Because it has care, right? And learning. But like I said, it's joy, pleasure, happiness, and friends, and those hidden talents and things like that, and being supported and encouraged. So yes. A teacher, and we got the Virgin, which says purity, innocence, angelic, bright, abstinence, and celibacy. This feels like I-me energy. It does feel like someone that is a little bit to themselves. So I'm not gonna lie. Some of you, I don't know where that would apply. Let me know in the comments. Some of you, what you're gonna get is some privacy. If you just need a privacy, I mentioned time to yourself, being able to prioritize yourself. You're gonna get that. That's a huge part of it. And someone's gonna kind of give you knowledge, share a certain perspective with you that helps you find that time to prioritize yourself where you're struggling with that, right? Because we all have a variety of obligations and relationships, right? But being able to prioritize you in the midst of that, someone's gonna really support you there. I did pause just now and came right back. And me looking at these 2 cards, I saw the initials TV. So something related to TV. Maybe you'll watch something. You'll learn something, right? Or that could be a symbol for something else, right? Like TV, because it's a thing, okay? That is a thing. And part of my pause, I think, was to bring my awareness to that, right? Because even here, she's in meditation, but technically she could be sitting and observing TV. Sometimes we find teachers on TV, like things like that. It just felt like something that needed to be called out for this reading. And then this just feels like someone nurturing you in a way, right? Whatever type of relationship, whatever type of connection. Some of you are going to be very surprised that you'll get that type of development, that type of nurturing, whatever the relationship is. It doesn't feel romantic. Some of you could be. I will pull from my next deck, but it just feels like actual classroom, right? It feels like actual kind of like mentorship a little bit here. I get that, okay? Because when I see Virgin, I think brand new from scratch, right? So that's kind of the thing that I'm getting here, okay? So what's at the bottom? Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got walking away. So leaving, separation, endings, divorce. So some of you, I'm not gonna lie, some of you, that's a thing. Some of you, that is a thing. If that's what you've been wanting, working towards, then that's what you'll get. If that's not something you desire, then I don't know why that is a topic. This is not a personal reading. So where that is a topic, just kind of pay attention to what's going on with you with this house swell, because that's energy you're not quite aware of, right? Like, it's an energy you're not quite aware of. So I wouldn't want anyone to be blindsided in that way. Definitely not. But you never know. You never know. Regardless, any shadows we have on the table are unnecessary. I call it purge, stripping away when we talk about shadow periods, to get us where we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be become, right? Like, I don't believe that anything you go through or deal with is for nothing. Like, there's literally nothing that you experience that doesn't have something to grow, gain, and develop from. And usually you end up in a much better situation, place, and space. That's what we always talk about on this channel, okay? So let me just sit with those three, because Melanin Pop is my messy, gossipy deck. It's the deck that gives us the details, like when we don't understand what's going on, okay? Let's see, teacher, virgin, walk away. Some of you may get some advice to walk away from something. That will be a blessing. Some of you may get encouragement, support to walk away from something in the best ways. Because I get that, especially when we talk about something that's distress, that is putting you in a position of distress. I see that here. All right. Let me pull from this left deck. I'm going to pull from this little left deck, and then I will get your advice, because I don't know. I feel like we're running a little bit on empty. This is my pile of twos, so I don't feel comfortable like putting more cards on the table, right? A lot of the decks wanted two. I'm realizing this is the one deck. Like, I always get 3 cards in tarot, period, the end. That's what we do. Maybe we get a couple more, but we never go less than 3. Here we only got 1. So this could be 2 distinct friends. When I talk about friendships in that house 5, teacher is someone sharing knowledge. Someone they share knowledge to you regarding one friend or 2 friends of yours or something like that. When we talk about teachers, okay? That could be the discernment to walk away from certain connections. And I don't necessarily mean divorcing like a spouse. I mean like house 5, again, your friendships. Let me get this one card. Tell me what blessings will be revealed with karma, positive surprises for my pile number 2, my Swan spirit, please. Give me one love message for my Swan spirit. Knowledge regarding a fresh start, new perspective, just in general. Knowledge regarding how to start something, knowledge that restores your faith, have faith. Trust and believe that love is here to stay this time around. Don't let fear or doubt interfere. If you have a new connection, don't be afraid of some of you with history repeating itself, would learn from the past. Like, be confident, have faith in what you're building with whoever, okay? All right. And that could be a variety of connections, not just romantic. The bottom, I have laughter. The laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no coat could ever. Oh, some of you, I mean, honestly, what I see, healthy connections with other people, not just romantic, but I mentioned that house 5 being the one card from that deck being like friends, like close friends, and this kind of being hidden allies in the best way. I don't want to read the shadow anymore. We have an energy of having faith and laughter and kind of bonding and communing with people of quality, right? Not saying there are people that are not of quality, but I mean, life is life, right? There's a lot of people around, and someone that has good intentions towards you may not have good intentions towards someone else. So where we have our own personal, here we are here, our personal ideas of what makes a person someone we value and would want to be close to, that's what you're getting, right? Like your personal idea of what you consider to be someone that you would want to be close to, whether we're talking about romantic or just friends, right? Because that's on my table. But have faith that things will be great between you and whoever, whenever, okay? Because that's broad, and there's a lot of you here on my table, okay? So let me get your advice and close it out. But have faith, feel good, prioritize joy and pleasure. Prioritize experiencing that with other people and not just within yourself, because some of you feel really good by yourself and do a lot of things by yourself, but sometimes like you can enjoy other people's company as well, right? Where that's a thing, because I have my group that prioritizes other people to the point where you don't have enough time to prioritize yourself, and then I have the other group that's like I, me, and you never make space for those important connections we see on the table, okay? So tell me, what advice do we have for my swan spirit, please? The blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises. What advice do we need to give them on their journey to this, please? Leadership. Well, take the initiative. This is be a leader. Take the initiative. Be a teacher, right? Take the initiative. Take the steps you need to take. Virgin and walking away is fresh starts. Doesn't mean like throwing things away. It doesn't mean cutting things off. It just means initiative. Walking away is a step forward, right? Towards something else. That could be the thing. And I have divine guidance. So trust the divine guidance. Trust your intuition. Have faith, right? Whatever your religious path is, and rely on that to lead you. Okay? Rely on that to lead you. Okay, because you are being led somewhere. Okay, you're being led to do some things. We have share your gift when I split the deck. Okay, but definitely this is my pile of needing to take the initiative and needing to be a leader in some way. All right, my final message from my sweet swan spirit. My sweet swan spirit. This is my pile of it is a cloudy woo-woo day. I don't know if I said it at the beginning. These are a little longer, but it is an energy of it was raining and it began to stop when I started your pile. So this is a pile of like the rain going away, sun coming out. I love it for you. I love it for you. So let's see my final. There we go. I mean, listen, I don't need these cards. I keep telling you, this is a card of prioritizing yourself when you need to, right? You know, if you need to prioritize yourself. I think a lot of you are burning yourselves out, right? And you don't have enough time for yourself because you're not prioritizing the right connections. Quality, not quantity. Some of you may be juggling too many people, too many things. You need to, there's certain people you need to be prioritizing. You got the house 5, which is close, valued relationships, okay? Companionship. This is breaking bread, right? This is kind of like the 3 of Cups, companionshhips. Like what are the relationships that take precedence, right? What are the ones that matter most, right? And then we have focus and prioritize the right companions, focusing on the right companions, okay? Some of you, very specific message, you will find clarity, you will find peace, you will find something, whether it's information, knowledge, or just resolution, or even a harvest from something you started, or something that became a thing in 2016, okay? That's a year, okay? So there we are, there we go. So that is all I have for you today, my pile number 2. Hopefully we resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3, my peacock. Let's see what blessings will be revealed, any good karma, positive surprises, and I do sprinkle that word luck in there for those of you that like it, right? I have a lot that I want to channel, so bear with me before I'll do the intro, and then hopefully I don't forget, because this is a loud pile. It's always some stuff with this peacock when I step in. So for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. And what I mean by shadow is, as a true seer, a lot of people want to see blessings and things that are coming in that'll be really good, but sometimes you're a little too far removed from that. So the shadow is kind of the purge, that shadow work that needs to be done to fully embody that experience that you want in this material plane, right? That's kind of set. That's what separates, I heard the words, the haves from the have-nots, right? The people that achieve versus the people that kind of stagnate. And we don't allow people to stagnate here. That's why you see some people get upset. That's why sometimes you see views being low, because there's a lot of people that don't necessarily like the accountability that comes with receiving said blessings, said good karma, right? It's a lot of responsibility here. So us in this group, this tribe, we want to get it, right? So one of the things I want to leave with the channeled energy is random message. Some of you are going to get a message, some information from someone that just really has a big mouth. They talk a lot. They talk way too much. And I don't know if that's like a shadow trait. I'm just saying, like, there's someone that's going to say something that maybe they shouldn't say to you or shouldn't let you know. It's going to be like the best thing ever. Like, it's either going to lead to the best thing ever, or it's just going to be some really good news that you weren't supposed to know about. Okay. That's for some of you. And then there's also a life-changing shift. There's always chaos when I step into this peacock energy. There's some type of life-changing shift. And I don't know if it's going to be so big that I won't be able to tap into it, but just be ready. And I made that point at 2 minutes, 22 seconds into your reading. So just be on standby for that, because that's usually chaotic, even in the best sense, but it's definitely a message here. As I cleansed your deck, right? This is the spirit animal oracle. For those of you that are new, we could not get rid of this buffalo spirit. Okay, so the abundant universe will provide. That is the bottom of your reset. That's your thing. Okay, this is a set message. Would not go away. Okay, so let me get into your reading. So let me see for my peacock spirit. The blessings will be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises, and luck. I heard some of you got like a weird tingly feeling, whether that's like a left ear ringing, whether that's just like a shock, whether like an epiphany, or whether it just was like a revelation. Like, you know how your body reacts when you realize something? Like, I feel like some of you got that when you saw the thumbnail. I don't know why the thumbnail was just that much of a thing, but some of you are like, I'm going to get something great here. Good for you. That's why I make these readings. But some of you, like, I don't know, something about the thumbnail was like, yes, this is going to change my life. I don't know why it's that deep. I mean, I do know why, but like, I think it's funny that people would react to the readings this way. I mean, if it is that way, then love that for you. Let me know. Like to hear things like that, but just some of you, just something about the thumbnail was just like, yes, life-changing messages. So I don't know, don't hold me to that, because I don't know what I'm gonna say. So peacock spirit, blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises, what kind of luck my peacock spirit can anticipate. Tell me, my peacock spirit, please. You know, there was another pile, I won't tell you which one, that kept wanting 2 messages. And I don't know that I'm taking both. Some of you have 2 distinct blessings. I have to make a choice. Some of you have a choice. Some of you have a choice. Because I don't know. Like, am I going to take both? We slow these readings down, so why not? We'll take both. Here we are. Here we go. We got the turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Okay. We've got the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. I mentioned life-changing messages and things like that. So give with gratitude and grace. A rebirth is assured. This feels like a go for it. I don't know what that would be, but it feels like a go for it. I don't know what that is referencing. Okay. Let me see what's at the bottom. Be playful. 6, 1, 5. You may be seeing repeating 5s, repeating 1s. I don't want it. You're probably coming from vulture spirit. It was so much. I told you, like something bigger than I'm gonna be able to read. This isn't a personal reading, so I'm going to reset and get one so that we can get a clear message, because I don't want to be so broad that it throws people off. I feel like I've done that before in actually a peacock pile, if I'm remembering correctly, and I didn't like it. So let's get a clear message. Like, we know things are gonna be so great, right? So great, but what specific blessings will be revealed for this peacock spirit? They're not gonna tell us. Be at home. Okay, well, we'll roll with it. Bobcat spirit number 8. Life is a mystery. I'm telling you, this is a pile of like, oh, it's so great. You don't get to know. We'll pull and see what we can find out, but be at home, right? Be at home. Wombat spirit. Be at home. That's so woo-woo, isn't it? Right? I mentioned the other piles, it's a woo-woo day. It's middle of summer and it's like a rainy day. And it decided to become a rainy day right when I decided I was gonna like be called to do this specific reading. Okay? So let me pull from the tarot. Some of you may be getting a new home. Some of you maybe are getting a new home. If you're planning that, it's not a surprise. Some of you are like, what are you talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. But the Four of Wands talks about a new home. It talks about a couple stepping into their new home after a wedding. Okay? Some of you are getting a new home. It doesn't have to be that literal, but that's what this card represents. Life is a mystery. Be at home. That is a message of being comfortable in your skin. So some of you are really going to become comfortable and familiar with something, someone, yourself in a way that you don't expect, right? Some of you are going to become comfortable with yourself in a place, in a space, or just develop into a version of yourself that's unfamiliar in the best way, right? Like you'll look back on so for example, I don't look beyond a year. Like, so within the next year, you'll look back on yourself and be like, who was that person a year ago? Because you'll be totally different. That's so weird. I like it because, I mean, it feels like you'll be different in the best way, but what's the journey to that, right? Let me see. Tell me about this peacock spirit. Life is a mystery. Be at home. We got that 9 of Wands. This is a pile to pause, okay? Be at home means to be present, be comfortable, be now, okay? Life is a mystery. It talks about the uncertainty and the unpredictability of life, right? And the nine of Wands is where we pause and we assess after really grinding it out, really applying a lot of effort. And we know the vision isn't within sight, but we just have to pause just to regroup and gather ourselves so that we can just go, right? Like that's that energy. So what is that? All right, well, tell me more. I want 2 more on the bottom, and we have a bunch of decks we will get clarity from. Tell me more about the blessings that are going to be revealed. It feels like reflection. One of you, the blessings will be the reflection of a certain journey, like after reaching a certain destination. It's like reaching a certain destination and then the reflection of, wow, who would have thought? Because life is a mystery. Who would have thought I'd be here reflecting on this? That's where I'm seeing. Okay, so that's okay. Let me stop using the cards for a moment because the cards are not helping me. I like the cards, they're fun. They're not helping me. This is a pile of needing me to see. I'm getting a vision of a person reflecting on past efforts, past situations, past circumstances. Once they've reached a certain frequency, I'll say, right? That frequency, because all planes, right? It's mind, body, soul, all of the things, right? When we talk about various planes, right? Like I'm looking back on past spiritual awareness, looking back on past spiritual consciousness, looking back on past mental perspectives, past emotional being, right? Past physical body, past material experience. That's what I'm getting. So the blessing will be the reflection on what was. Okay. So some of you here, you need to know that the blessing is being present to see and reflect on what was. So I don't know what issues you're having. I don't know what ailments you may have. There's a specific group of you here that are, the blessing is life, right? The blessing is life. Some of you, the blessing is the clarity of still being with us. Okay. Yeah, it became a solemn pile, but this is why we channel energy. We don't always use the cards, and it was so confusing because it was so broad, right? Everyone's always grinding and trying to see, what am I going to achieve? What am I going to do? Like some of you here, you just want to know that you'll be here to reflect and look back on this time. So I don't know if we're talking like diagnosis, if we're talking like ailments and sickness. This is a pile of kind of, I do see, I don't look beyond a year, okay? Don't look beyond a year. So let's make sure we're going to see who we need to see and the ways we need to see when we talk about medical care and things like that, okay? But I do see this group reflecting back on this period, but I don't know how far ahead that is, okay? All right. Tell me more about my pile number 3, my Peacock spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises. Okay, well, I did not expect that. Hierophant. Hierophant is a spiritual leader. When we talk about like spirituality versus religion, the Hierophant is what I consider to be the organizational structure of religion. It's all of the processes, it's the practices, right? That's why it rules organizations overall beyond just our spiritual leaders, right? Some of you are going to meet someone that restores faith in whatever religious spiritual practices you choose, okay? Some of you will just find faith in general. This is ruled by the sign of Taurus, which is the sign that is an earth sign. It's a fixed sign, right? Very stable, very grounded. When we talk about the 3D material plane, it rules all of your assets, your self-worth, your value, right? The things you own, okay? And that's where we have the blessings of that grounded, stable energy and the pause to sit within this, okay? So let me get one more. I'll take the bottom. Okay, so the 4 of Cups talks about being detached, disengaged, okay? In reverse, it's participation. It's activity, it is connection, okay? So some of you, your blessing is connection. Some of you, your connection, your blessing is being fulfilled, being engaged with life, okay, day to day. So I don't know what you're all experiencing here, but this is not what I expected. What I love to see though is it is a pile of things being a lot bigger, a much broader perspective coming in than you have now, okay? That's why the solemn energy came through when I started hitting on the specifics, right? All right, got the God of Pentacles at the bottom, which talks about someone that is very stable, very grounded, okay? Very stable, very grounded in the material 3D plane, making sure this pile knows you will be stable, very grounded in the material plane, okay? When we talk about 3D. So I feel like I'm talking to people that may have Taurus placements, because I have earth energy as well as that Hierophant energy there. Sorry, I don't mean to shake the table. That is a thing. And if not, that could be a season, a moon phase, right? This could be regarding someone with those placements. All earth signs have stepped on my table. Look at you. I just said Taurus, and here we go with Virgo and Capricorn. So all of my earth signs, you're good enough. All right, let's see. My Peacock spirit, tell me about the blessings, good karma, positive surprises. I found luck on my table for my pile number 3. What do we need to tell? The specifics. Give me specifics, because this is such a broad pile. I need it to narrow in. Give me some specifics for this group. And the people selecting said group. I'm very grounded in this energy. I like it. You will be grounded. You will stay. I feel like this is a pile of feeling unstable. Don't worry about it. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Taurus is a fixed sign. We talked about it, right? And you don't overreact to me saying Taurus if you don't have those placements. Some of you may have those placements and not even realize, but fixed moon. Some of you might even have a moon in Taurus actually, or just a moon in a fixed sign, which would be Taurus, it would be Leo, it would be Scorpio, and it would be Aquarius. Okay, if you pull up your chart, there's websites where you can look it up for free for those of you that don't know. But a fixed moon is fixed perspective. That's why it says hold your vision, right? And stable emotions as well. The moon rules your emotions, and fixed signs are very grounded, very stable, right? Very set in their ways. So some of you, truly what's coming in is a stability that you have never experienced before. And I don't necessarily just mean in a material sense when we say that. I mean mental, emotional, spiritual stability. Some of you, for the first time ever, are going to find some sort of spiritual or religious foundation. I see that where you previously had not been engaged in that type of activity. Okay. Some of you are going to find a stable routine that helps propel you, right, towards the things you value in this life. Okay. And that could be anything, right? Again, second house of what we consider to be an asset, what we consider to be things that have value, that are of worth. Right? That's going to be very personal to each one of you. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, the full moon in Capricorn, which I am stepping out of. I mentioned it in one of the piles. I'm not sure if I did in the intro. This was like earlier today. It's technically, when you like, for those of you that like numbers and things like that, technically last time I checked earlier today, because I wanted to be in tune for the pile, moon was still like 99% full. Like literally, even though it's shifted to Aquarius, but because we were in this full moon of Capricorn, okay, this weekend. That's why I'm sitting here doing one of these long readings, right? I got the peace to do so, right? All right, because I don't do a lot of long readings anymore. But hold your vision, be consistent, right? Because the end of a tough cycle approaches even where you can't see, where you allow yourself to be stable, okay? All right, well, I want to know if I can get more specifics for those of you that are doing that. All right, we'll try. Tell me more about my pile number 3, my Peacock. The blessings are going to be revealed. Any good karma, positive surprises for this pile. There is not a shadow here, and let me tell you why. This is a pile that has experienced shadows, whether self-imposed or just life, right? With life being a mystery, this feels like a pile that needs hope, that needs inspiration, okay? And needs encouragement. That's what I'm getting. And that's all coming in. Look at you. I like it. Tell me more about this pile number 3, my Peacock spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises. When we talk about luck for this group, please. My Peacock spirit. Well, listen, Taurus season, Taurus placements are relevant here. Moon cycles where the moon is in Taurus are relevant, okay? You got trust, patience, sensuality. So fixed moon, Taurus, more Taurus energy. That's a thing, okay? That's a huge deal. Again, if you're interested, look up Taurus the sign of Taurus and do some research on that. It's ruled by Venus and it rules the second house in astrology. So look up the second house in astrology and just you'll see those are the areas where you'll really be blessed. Point blank period, it's your money. Like if you had to say Taurus rules second house, your money, your assets, the things you value, the things you can buy with money. Okay, now we also talk about self-worth and just overall stability. Okay, falls into that category. Okay, but things associated with the planet Venus. Look at you, things we love, things we value, things we enjoy, our luxuries and pleasures in this life, okay? And the luxury can be anything you consider it to be, right? The bottom, yes, this is my group. Some of you, like a lot of you, have a moon specifically in Taurus, okay? Like a lot of you, if you do not have a Taurus sun, because when we say signs, you know, we mean sun, you have a moon in Taurus for sure, or the moon being in Taurus will be something, okay? I don't care if it's a new moon, a full moon, waxing, waning. When the moon is in Taurus, something matters. I don't know what it is about the moon transiting wherever Taurus is in your chart, but that's a thing for you, okay? That's a huge thing for you. And again, a Taurus placement could very much so be monumental in your life, especially when we talk about masculine energy. This is the Afro Goddess Tarot. So a lot of the characters are not traditional tarot. That's why you see a lot of feminines here. We got that God of Pentacles, which is a masculine earth placement. And we have a lot of Taurus. That is a card traditionally ruled by Taurus. Again, the Hierophant is usually masculine presenting. It's usually like the masculine kind of one of the counterparts to the High Priestess, right? So it could be a masculine Taurus placement here on the table that is relevant in some way or some form. Like it doesn't need to be like romantic like some of you ask. It just feels like that's a presence here, okay? So talk about emotional grounding. We talk about things we care about, things we value. I mentioned things we value here from like a asset monetary perspective. The moon rules the sign of Cancer, which this happens during Cancer season, right? As we're closing Cancer season, right? Stepping into Leo season, real time me, right? Real time me. That's fourth house of our ancestry. It's our home, be home, our home. It is our family. It is our bloodline. It is where we find value in an intangible sense. So the perfect example to get what I mean when I talk about the moon and Cancer energy versus Taurus and Venus energy is these both technically rule houses. We did get that Four of Wands when we talk about a house. So some of you blessing is a house, some type of house, some type of home. Okay, some type of house, some type of home. It was going over my head because it's such a broad thing, okay? But we do have be at home. Taurus rules homes from a financial perspective as an asset, as something of value, something that is worth money. Cancer energy rules home in an intangible sense. It's like it's the definition of home is where the heart is when you think Cancer as a home. It's where the people you love, the people you value, right? It's the things you do with the family, right? Your routine. It's how you dress it up for the holidays. That is what I'm seeing on this table. Look at you. That's so sweet. This is the sweetest pile because this is a pile of like what's the blessings coming in. Beautiful energy, like connection. It's an energy of home, not just house stuff, home. Okay, look at you. Some of you need that. Some of you not had that. Some of you are rebuilding that. Okay. Let me pull from this other deck. I've got two more before I get to my advices. I got the nitty gritty of what that is. So I know this feels like a broad, but all of you that this pile is for, I think you got what you needed so far, right? I'll pull more. I do. So I don't know if, so whoever the masculine is, it could be you. You could be a masculine Taurus placements. There may be a masculine Taurus placements around you, whether we're talking about romantic interests, partnerships, friendships, just family overall. because I have powerful man at the bottom. Okay, it says strong, entrepreneur, boss, leader, mature, empowerment. There is a connection some way. Same energy as that God of Pentacles, technically same energy as that Hierophant. Okay, it's all connected. Tell me more. What blessings will be revealed for my Peacock spirit, please? Good karma. And when I say Taurus energy, I keep referencing the placements. Like, this doesn't have to be someone with Taurus placements. This could just be someone stepping in where it's not you, that embodies that very grounded, stable God of Pentacles energy, right? That embodies that grounded, stable energy. When we talk about Cancer versus Taurus, Capricorn actually is more paternal energy, whereas Cancer is more maternal energy. When we talk about that axis, they're opposing signs. Okay. So yeah, some of you got a soulmate coming in, whether this is you or the person. Look at you. Beautiful energy. The color red may be relevant. So we've got destiny, connection, love, unconditional, and compatibility. Look at my pile number 3. I love to see it. My Peacock spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises. Tell me about my Peacock spirit, please. All right, yeah, look at you. Okay, that's it. I wanted to pull more, but I don't know that I need to. I've got my Hermit. Hermit talks about being comfortable in the home. It says introspection, meditation, relaxation, be at home. Usually it's in isolation. I like to yourself, like I, me, in isolation energy. But with all of this home energy, it feels like just the comfort of a home, being comfortable in a home, right? I don't know what your past is. I don't know what your present circumstances are, but this is a pile. Look at my Peacock. Oh, this is a pile of just kind of needing to be comfortable in a home, like comfortable, family, whatever that is. So what is that? Let me see. Family, values, ceremony, generational beliefs, and groups. Look at you. It's from being hermit to family and community. That's the tie-in. Hierophant rules community. That's why it represents organizations. Okay, that's why it's the religious leader oftentimes. Okay. All right. Well, I mentioned finding your way home, right? Whether we're talking about an actual physical home, whether we're talking about in a sentimental sense, where we talk about actual family and building a family and a legacy, or we talk about finding a spiritual religious home. Look at you. I love to see it. That's this pile. Well, since we're already talking about it, let me get, we got courting and patience. Could be love-based for sure, but it feels bigger than that. Give me a love card regarding my pile number 3's blessings. And then I'll just get your advice and close it out, because it's such a broad message, and I came into it knowing that, right? I came into it feeling like that's what I was gonna come in here and read. And this Peacock spirit always does that to me, but at least this one seems a little more round, a little more clear. So the Peacock spirit, please tell me what blessings are going to be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises. Tell me about the luck and coming for my pile number 3. I wasn't expecting this energy. That's why I'm thrown off. So look at you. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, look at you. I can't, pile 3. We're not trying to get put off YouTube, but I love it for you. We talk about expanding a family planning and building and things like that. I referenced that, but some of you, it is going to be a partner coming in, or a deepening of a connection with your partner. Or if you're having issues, if you've been disengaged with your partner, where you feel like you can pick up on that, like do work on it. We do have ecstasy, right? Your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying. I love that energy. I mean, Taurus is the sign of pleasure and indulgence, right? Relaxation and enjoyment, right? Because like when we talk about the stereotypes, Tauruses are like, they have a negative reputation of being lazy and greedy, right? So enjoying like the pleasures and like the drinking and the food and just liking everything, basically experiencing all of the pleasures of life, right? That's Taurus energy. So that's the theme of your table. So where we're not talking about Taurus placements, that very comfortable, slow moving, being comfortable and grounded at home, right? Just relaxing, just however you want. That's it. Just indulging in life's pleasures. That's the theme. We have sexual healing here. It says sexual healing can be used to reconnect. Let your bodies release some tension and enjoy pleasure. Taurus is the sign that, again, that indulgence energy. So deepening of a connection with a partner, finding a partner that really stimulates you in that way, makes you comfortable and safe. This is a great energy, and I hope it didn't go over everyone's head. I love that you got these two together. I love it for you, the viewer, as I'm reading you. I don't like for YouTube, because YouTube, they're a little bit funny, but this ecstasy, sexual healing coming through is a really good, feels like you're gonna have, like, if you've had a historical energy of like struggling when we talk about romance and like finding compatible partners, whether we're talking about just compatibility overall or just compatibility when we talk about intimacy, and that could be spiritual intimacy, mental intimacy, emotional intimacy, it could be all of that, but definitely where you've not been experiencing that type of pleasure, that's coming in. You're going to be very shocked. You're going to be very shocked that you're getting that where you've been struggling in that area, okay? Whether with a current partner or an incoming one, okay? That's going to surprise you. And I think that's hilarious that it will. And I love that for you, because some of y'all don't go outside, and I need you to. So I have my last two decks where I pull for advice, and we will close it out from my Peacock pile. I was shocked at the way the energy came through, and like the heavy weight of it. Like, none of the messages are shocking. I expected all of these messages for Peacock. If this was going to come out, this ecstasy, sexual healing was going to come out, it was going to come out in the Peacock pile. Let's be clear. So that's not surprising. But the weight of it, right? Like, there's a certain heaviness to it. So everyone, I hope you're good. I hope you're good, and you will be, okay? Let's see. Tell me, my Peacock spirit. Give me my advice for the blessings that are going to be revealed, the good karma, positive surprises, and a little bit of luck. What advice do we have for my Peacock pile, please? In preparation for these incoming blessings. A lot. Got a lot. Safe travel, protection. Give me my advice from my Peacock spirit, please. Give me my advice from my Peacock spirit, please. Okay. I will take this one, that one, and the bottom. Those of you at the shoulder, I said I wasn't going to help you anymore, but this is one of those readings where I guess I can throw you a bone, right? You won't be getting it in the love readings anymore, because I cut down on time and pick your piles, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Hold your vision. This is going to be very specific in supporting you with that, okay? Whatever the vision is, whatever the difficulty that we're closing is. Resilience. Well, it's doubling down. Hold your vision. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. Be resilient. Straight up. Be resilient, okay? Be at home. Okay? And this is going to be regarding your comforts, your joy, like your comforts, your pleasures, being stimulated by life just in general, and no longer being disengaged where you are, because that's a no longer being disengaged energy. When we talk about ecstasy, we do talk about it when we talk about that sensual pleasure, but it's not just that, it's also where you're high on life, right? Where you're high on life, okay? Making sure you prioritize that especially if you tend to be those ones that don't go outside. Like I tell you, go outside and you kind of isolate yourself. Okay, this is going to be advice regarding that. Knowledge. There you go. And that is a knowledge. So you'll gain some knowledge, you'll gain some wisdom. Hierophant rules that for sure. But focus on applying knowledge, focus on acquiring knowledge. Okay, when we talk about these things and growing and developing here. Okay, we have concealment in reverse because I put it there. We got learn the truth. Something that I'm telling you, I said at the beginning, something's going to be revealed to you. Okay, that was hidden. It's going to be good. It's going to, even if it's not good, it's going to be good for you, right? Like whatever the thing is revealed, because concealment in reverse feels like a revelation, right? Like your advice in concealment would be to take off your mask. Your advice with concealment in reverse would kind of be like private information. Some of you are being encouraged to kind of keep like your personal business a little bit private. Okay, you're getting that. Like there's certain things that you need to keep private, and there's other things that you need to be open with, because it's always a polarity. And just making sure you have the discernment of what, right, using the knowledge available to you to discern what needs to be concealed and what doesn't. Okay, but I do get something, knowledge being revealed for sure. So use that knowledge when it's revealed. There will be some knowledge revealed. I'm making you aware. It's one of the first things I said. That's why I'm doing this. Use it to your advantage, okay? Use it to your advantage. So I'm going to get your final piece of advice. Pay attention to the signs. I'm going to get your final piece of advice, and we'll close it out. All right. Tell me, my pile number 3, my Peacock spirit. What final piece of advice do we have regarding these incoming blessings and positive surprises that they should be anticipating? What advice does my Peacock spirit need in anticipation of these blessings? Look at you. Duality. Number 31. Balance. Highs and lows and grounding in between. Right? Knowing what to reveal, knowing what to conceal. That discernment we talked about, right? Duality, the ability to fit in a variety of places and spaces, right? The ability to allow yourself to experience life's highs as well as lows, and not being disengaged. Being disengaged and that hermit energy keeps you from feeling the highs of life. You know what I mean? Like, you may not, those of you that don't experience the lows, you don't experience those, but you don't experience the highs either, right? And then allow yourself to take those lows and transmute them to the highest of highs, right? Because you can only experience one extreme if you felt the other. Otherwise it's just dull, right? The happiest people have usually felt the lowest of lows because they have something to compare it to, right? Everything is relative. Everything is relative. So here you are, here you go. Here you are, here you go. Go on a great adventure. Okay? Your advice. Duality, adventure, right? Using knowledge that is revealed and being resilient. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, my pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4, my African gray parrot. Let's see what blessings are going to be revealed, any good karma, positive surprises, and I do sprinkle that word luck since everyone likes it so much. Now, for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, I said it all the time, I say it all the piles. Blessings, good karma, all the things. The shadow steps out where that's an opportunity to clear what's stopping you from getting the things you want in this life. So that's why we read it and we take our time with these readings, so that we can see, right? To those of you that I feel like some of you came from pile 1 because that's a bee hummingbird. It's the size of a bee. That's why it's called that. Bee could be relevant in whatever way that it is for you. But a sweet little message of sweet results await, okay? So whatever is happening with you right now, because it's going to be different for all of you, just know that sweet results do await. When we talk about blessings being revealed and good karma. So I'm going to find you. Use your mind wisely. Give gratitude and grace. I feel like that one comes out a lot now. Hey, so you know what? Where is it? Where's the... Yeah, we lost it when we split the deck, didn't we? Bee Spirit, Hummingbird, welcome back pile 1, right? Welcome back pile 1. So that was your confirmation. If you were uncertain on if you could be here too, you can always pick multiple piles, but if you're curious about pile 1, that may be your pile as well, okay? It may be. Tell me my pile number 4, my African gray parrot. Okay. The blessings will be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises, and some luck for my pile number 4. Let's get an animal spirit guide for my pile number 4. I like how the deck's like, I already told you, go to pile 1. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Pile 4, my African gray parrot. What do we need to say? Hey, okay, so there was an owl. There were 3 at least owls in this playlist. You may be coming from those, or you know, you may be one of those ones with multiple piles, especially if you really enjoyed the series. Thanks for your support. But we got that owl spirit when we talk about messages, and it says you see clearly now. Okay, so whatever blessings, I actually heard the words I told you so, I knew it. So I don't know what's going on, but blessings being revealed, good karma, positive surprises. Honestly, some of you are going to get that confirmation, right? Some of you are going to get validated, like I knew what I was talking about, right? With you see clearly now. Some of you, the blessing will be said clarity just in general, right? Knowing what's going on, knowing what you're talking about, okay? Tend to the small things. Mouse spirit. Some people have like really large prominent eyes or beautiful eyes, you know what I mean? Like I got that. But tend to the small things, and you see clearly says, like, it talks about attention to detail. It feels like there's some details that you are or will be picking up on, right? Like it feels like an awareness, a certain awareness that you're like, I knew it. I know what I'm talking about. Like I needed that confirmation, that validation. Step 1, like that's what it is, right? You see clearly now, tend to the small things, that attention, that focus to the details. So it could be any area of life. I don't know what we're talking about, but we will pull more cards and see. We've got Justice at the bottom, and she is blindfolded, actually, number 11 in this deck. It talks about the scales of karma, the scales of balance, right? When we talk about polarities, good and bad, right and wrong, things like that, light and shadow, rules the justice system, rules the legal system, right? It is the 7th house of all of your partnerships, especially those contracts that are on paper, which is why it rules marriage, okay? I'm hitting all my bases, I'm tending to the small things to make sure you know what's going on, okay? So let me see what is going on with this African gray parrot. And pile number 4, please. Seems to be a harvest coming in, an offer that will lead to some sort of harvest, okay? Based on what I saw when I was splitting and cutting the deck. All right, my African gray parrot. The blessings will be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises were coming in for my African gray parrot. All right, well, where's that landing? Okay, so the interesting thing about that, the way that fell, I felt like it was a maturing energy. Like I felt like it was going to land in a maturing sense. I felt like that's how it hit. You can see this is the top of the deck, so you can see the shapes, right? It fell in an incoming, and not only incoming, but it's slightly reverse. I'm not taking it that way. Like not even like almost incoming, like about to start. So there may be something that you thought like already happened, or maybe you had the foresight to see, like you saw it way in advance, like you knew way in advance, like you were paying attention to the details or whatever, or maybe you got the sight like I got, right? And you just kind of knew what was going on. You know what's going on way before it happened, and now it's about to start like coming in, and you'll be like, I knew it, I told you. I don't know what's going on, but that's how that fell. So what is this? We got the Four of Wands, which is kind of a new beginning. It is a grounding, a stabilizing of a home. It's like a new couple, once they get married, stepping in. That is a thing, okay? Talks about a union where that's a thing, okay? We did have Libra at the bottom, the justice of partnerships. This could be a partnership. Does not have to be romantic, because it's a variety of you here with a variety of situations and circumstances. You guys bear with me. It is cloudy. It's a woo-woo cloudy day, okay? It's dead of summer, but still dark and moody due to the rain, okay? I think we can see though, right? We do see clearly. So let me see what else is coming from this deck. Tell me about this African gray parrot. The blessings will be revealed. The karma, positive surprises. I will say, I just want to make sure you are aware, those of you that have been pecking the African gray parrot, I don't know why I'm called to say this, it is a bit of an outcast energy, just so you're aware, okay? Yeah, we got the Three of Wands. So steps, something's coming in, and it's like a countdown. Like you can see the signs, you can see the synchronicities, you can see it coming in, right? Four of Wands, Three of Wands, steps 4, 3, right? 4, 3, stepping back, right? Seeing before it happens. The Three of Wands does talk about that foresight. It is the journey, right? It kind of it's kind of like when you're planning and you're looking ahead to where you're going. That's what that card talks about. So that's the blessing. So this is a pile of your blessings being, you know, right? You know, down to the details, you know. That's crazy. Look at you. I'm very impressed. Tell me about it in the comments where you feel comfortable. If not, keep your business to yourself. But I'm really impressed with this group. Here's my maturing energy. Got the Goddess of Cups. Look at you. Just sipping out of that cup, just watching, waiting, knowing what's going on. Goddess of Cups talks about being very creative, very fertile, right? Just kind of nurturing situations and circumstances and people, and it almost feels like having the foresight to nurture something, right? There's something like having the foresight to nurture something, having the foresight to create something, okay? That's what this pile is talking about. So that seems at the bottom, got that Emperor at the bottom. Some of you had the foresight to nurture an Emperor. Some of you had the foresight to step into an Emperor energy. Okay, because the Emperor talks about conquering things, right? When we talk about nurturing things and conquering things, that could be one combined force, right? When we talk about nurturing, conquering, chasing, like that's what it feels like. I heard the word investment, but the Emperor is ruled by this sign of Aries, right? It's cardinal initiating energy. What did we talk about here, right? The foresight to go for something. And that's really what it is dominating, conquering in the best ways, coming out on top as that Emperor regardless of gender, right? Neither of these need to be gendered where I'm talking about you, okay? They could both represent people in your life or a person, or they could just be aspects of you, okay? Because that Emperor is not playing. Okay, it's not playing. So let me keep pulling these cards so we can see what's going on, because it just feels like something is really about to pop off for this African gray parrot. And I love to see it. I love to see it. I'm telling you, just keep hearing I told you so. I knew it. All right? In the best ways. So tell me. Pile number 4, African gray parrot. The blessings will be revealed. Good karma, positive surprises. A little bit of luck for this group. Here we are. Here we go. Here we are, here we go. We saw the Justice card. We had the Emperor. Here we go. There's the Axis. Full moon in Aries happens during Libra season. I did get some indicators when I was pulling cards that fall would be a thing for this group. I forgot to mention it when I started, but that's the full moon in Aries. Aries, here we go. Initiating cardinal going forward energy with fiery climax approaches. Something's about to pop off. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but some you know what it is. You tell me. But something is about to pop off. Okay. So balance, spirituality, and practicality. The full moon in Pisces. Okay. That actually happens during Virgo season. We talk about seasons. So these are, okay, this is a time of year. So look at you. You know, a lot of y'all are like, we need details, and you're kind of like manifesting the cards, like, so you're channeling all your energy and the cards are like popping out. These are back-to-back full moons, right? If you know anything about the zodiac, if you don't, real quick, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. I also forgot to mention, it's at the bottom here. Is it? No, it's not. When I was shuffling, I like the mutable card threw itself out. Mutable signs, that is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Could be your placements, could be seasons, but this time of year will be relevant when we talk about Virgo season, stepping into Virgo season when this full moon in Pisces happens, as well as transitioning from that to the fall season, right? End of summer, right? Nearing the end of summer, the beginning of fall, right? Because full moon in Aries happens near Libra season. Okay, back to back full moons. So keep an eye out for these two full moons. Those of you catching me in real time, even if not, I don't know when this is for you, watching it in a timeless sense, but this will be really when something shakes for a lot of you. It doesn't mean you have to wait that long. There's always an axis, right? So just like we're talking about Virgo Libra season, we're also talking about Pisces Aries season, especially since we have that supporting force. Goddess of Cups is Pisces energy, could be. When we talk about mermaids and things like that, that is that energy, okay? We talk about water signs. So fiery climax approaches, balance, spirituality, and practicality, something grounding in the 3D, like something you knew in your mind, happening in real life. When we talk about efforts and going after things. Tell me about my pile number 4, my African gray parrot, please. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises. Let's talk about it. The African gray parrot. Conjunction, woe, a union, merging, and coming together. Something will be coming together, that's for sure. More cardinal, listen, we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. That Aries Libra axis is a thing. We do have the nodes in Aries Libra. So those of you, even in real time, even if you're not, even a little ways in the future, before the nodes shift, right? Before the nodal shift, January, I think, 2025. So cardinal signs, initiating energy, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. Okay. I don't know why I said them in that weird order. I have no idea. But in instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit, that this is my pioneering spirit of a pile. Okay, fiery climax approaches, something popping off. We have the house 7, which is ruled by the sign of Libra. Okay, Libra season is a thing. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partners. Remember, we just saw the conjunction card. We did. Conjunction is house 7 energy. It's when things are connecting, right? When we talk about our partnerships and our contracts and our marriages and our relationships, those are key themes, okay? Those are key themes. So I'm gonna pull from Melanin Pop to see what else I can get. I split the deck. I do have performer. I'm telling you, this is my star of the show, like really after it pile. We got shine, confidence, musician, spotlight, dance, communication. I split it and we've got twin flame, which talks about intensity, healing, contracts and mirroring. So it's house 7 energy for sure, okay? We talk about those types of things. So I like to see it. I like to see it. So tell me more about my African gray parrot, please. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma. Pay attention to this time of year for sure, though, because, you know, I get it from time to time. It's not rare for me, like it maybe, I don't know, for other people. It's not rare for me, but it doesn't happen frequently enough for me to ignore. Back-to-back full moons, that's definitely like a good time period to pay attention to for you, okay? Whether it's past and you reflecting on it and something that's going to pop off stemming from then, or if it's present, right, and you're currently experiencing, or if it's incoming for you, okay? And it could be a combination of all of those things. Tell me about the blessings being revealed from my African gray parrot, please. Good karma, positive surprises, and luck from my African gray parrot pile, please. Tell me more. Is that a reversal? Ooh, what's that? We've got religious, faith, vows, church, practice, holy, worship, sacred. Religious feels like detail-oriented energy, tending to the small things. So something about tending to the small, mundane things is a big deal. Like paying attention to things that other people aren't paying attention to, details that people aren't paying attention to. It seems to be an advantage of yours, and you're going to see results from that. And your shocking surprises, in the best ways, and all of your blessings are going to stem from that religious, tedious energy that you seem to have, okay? Because when we talk about religious, yes, we have the church, we have the faith, we have the holy energy. But what I like to read from when we talk about just day-to-day life, again, that mundane energy, people that are religious in nature, when we talk about tasks, routine, oriented, diligent, that's what I see here, okay? What is this random, I think, reversal? It's not a shock. It's not a surprise. Wild card would be unpredictable energy. Something that may seem unpredictable is not going to be, or something that, like, just your blessings are not, like, you know what I'm talking about. I mentioned you see clearly, you know what I'm talking about. Now, this does say unknowns, scatterbrained, crazy juggling. I don't agree with that description of this card, because a wild card would be all of those things. In reverse, it feels like stable, mundane, predictable. It feels religious. Look at you. Look at you. That's what I've got here. This is going to be the shortest pile. Maybe it's because I sent you the other ones. I think I did, in a chaotic way, send you to pile 1. It doesn't always freak me out when it happens, but I think because we had the bee, and then we had hummingbird, and that is a bee hummingbird in pile 1. It's definitely a bee hummingbird. So you go to pile 1 for more information. You have owls, whatever else you saw on the table, go there. I'm not closing you out quite yet. I have this love deck. I want to get you a love message. The only reason I didn't get you as many cards here, if you scroll and see everyone else, is because clean, clear cut message. You honestly, it would throw off the table if I pulled more. But I mean, predictable, same vibe, okay? I'll get you 2 cards of advice after I get this love message. Tell me about my African gray parrot, please. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises, and when we talk about luck, when it comes to their love lives specifically, please tell me what we need to anticipate in the best ways for my African gray parrot, please. All right. Look at you following me back. Okay, well, where you're not getting what you need, when we talk about intimacy, you're definitely going to be getting that. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Some of you are like, no, my pile's short, so tell me all about the chaos in my love life. No, we're not doing all that. I have a gazillion love readings on the channel. I just want one clean message here. Go to those love readings. I may have sent you to some. I may have. If I didn't, have at it. Live your best life. There's a gazillion love readings on the channel, okay? So let me get one clean message regarding the blessings and good karma for my pile number 4, please. One clean, clear message for my pile 4 regarding their love lives, please. right, there we are. There we go. We got attraction. Your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence well. Look at you. Look at you. All right. Listen and reflect. Sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. Some of you where there's chaos in your love lives, you needed that message. Good for you. Do what it's telling you to do. Those of you where like you're trying to figure out what direction you're going to go when it comes to love, listen and reflect on what you're attracted to, of what you're attracting and where you want to go, what you actually desire. When we talk about love and romance, it seems like a pile of needing to know what you want. Okay, so let me get your advice. Yeah, this is a pile kind of figuring out what it is you want, okay? Whether you're attached or if you're not, okay? So tell me, my advice for my pile number 4, what advice do you have for my African gray parrot, please? When it comes to their blessings, their good karma, their positive surprises, and any luck that is incoming for them. What advice do we have for this African gray parrot, please? Take the both of them. The bottom, we've got good luck. Hey, look at you. We're talking about luck and you got luck. So just be lucky. Like some of you need just be lucky, you know? Some of you are lucky. You just don't realize it yet. We got a maturing energy of change, a maturing energy of navigation, the decisions you've made, the things you're doing, the things you've taken action on, those details you paid attention to very early on have set you up for good luck, right? Keep navigating. Keep adjusting, keep changing, right? When we talk about maturing energy, right? Like you're already headed towards good luck. You've already made changes that will put you in a position of prosperity. So look at you. Let me get your final piece of advice and close it out. We got a little bit of extra at the bottom with Lanyap. Look at you. I love to see it. I love to see it. I am sending you to love readings because you seem like a pile that wanted more love than I have the energy to like read right now, because I've been doing a lot of these readings. I've done a lot of piles for this reading. I'm serious. There's so many love messages on my channel. Go to them. The Lanyap message was a pearl shell. I have like the ocean themed readings. Maybe go to those. You may like if you don't want to filter through all of the love readings to see what works for you. You do have the Goddess of Cups. So go to those blue ocean under the sea themed readings. Some of them are cupcakes, some of them are cookies, okay? All right. My final piece of advice for my African gray parrot, we've got musical healing. Okay. I have binaural beats ensembles and whatnot, like when I'm doing the reading. Some of you need to prioritize that, like music that you like, music that nurtures your soul, whether we're talking about like religious music, whether we're talking about just spiritual music. When I talk about like, again, binaural beats, sound bowls, that's something that would benefit you, okay? Musical healing and just music, just in general, seems to be something that you need. Okay, and we've got Speak Your Truth. Number 4 is definitely a number for you. You've got number 4, musical healing. You've got 22, which reduces to 4, Speak Your Truth. Okay, so 4 is a thing. So music, listen to music, musical healing, make music if that's your thing. Say what you need to say, sing what you need to sing, say what you need to say, sing what you need to sing. But allow that to heal you, okay? And all the things, okay? So look at you. I love to see it. That is all I have for you today, my African gray parrot. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.